So why do we care about what other people smell like? Why do we care what we smell like? Why do we care what we smell like around other people? These are like some things that I was thinking about today because I was at the grocery store and I was walking through like the shampoo and like the bathroom, like toiletry aisle and stuff. And I was like looking at like the smells and like the fragrance like of these products. And I was thinking like, do I really care like what any of this stuff smells like? Because like when you buy like shampoo, like do you really care what the smell is? Because like, you just buy the brand that you've always been buying, or like you buy something that's like nourishing for your hair. But at least for me, like the fragrance that's in these products like doesn't really matter a whole lot, because it's just like some random product that you're going to use and it's going to run out pretty quickly. Like it's really just disposable basically. But the difference between fragrances is like they cost a lot more money, they last a lot longer time, and it's like a longer commitment. I think that's why we like care more about that. But also there's a different angle, is like I think people like care more about what there's like, because when you spray like a air freshener in your bathroom, like it just smells like pleasant enough, or like your shampoo, obviously your body wash, like it smells pleasant enough to like use. But like sometimes you wouldn't even care if it had a smell or not, you're just trying to clean yourself. But I think there's a lot of our identity wrapped up in fragrances, which is the point of this video, is what I'm getting at. I was just kind of trying to get through that little part right there. But this isn't about air fresheners or like shampoo. But anyway, I think a lot of our identity is wrapped up into fragrances. Because have you ever like spoke to a person or like smelled something that someone was wearing, or they smelled something on their grandma or something, and like now they have a fragrance that smells like quote unquote grandma. It smells the grandma, like there's like that grandma note in the perfume. And it could be like a younger woman wearing it, or just somebody that's, not trying to appear super mature. They're wearing a fragrance that smells elderly, and like they don't want to be old, they don't want to smell like a grandma. But when you're that age, you might want to smell like that, like it's more appropriate for your age range. We want to smell appropriate for what we look like. And I think that's why fragrances is so important to people, is because like they almost put themselves into the scent. Like when you're smelling like something out in public, you don't want people to think like, oh, this guy smells like fucking grandma, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to smell like something that totally doesn't represent you at all. That's why I think people that wear like fragrances casually, that don't really care about things, they treat their fragrances almost as like they treat shampoo. It's just like, it just smells good enough. Like I know people that don't wear fragrances like passionately as we do. They just wear it like, oh, I got this for Christmas. Oh, it smells good. I spray it on a couple times, every now and then, like when I'm going to do like a fancy event or something like that. But for us, we have like a lot of our like personality and like identity wrapped up into these scents. That's why we buy fragrances that we really like, because we almost can like kind of see ourselves being represented by this fragrance. At least for me anyways, That's why I don't wear things that are super like, I don't even know. Like there's like a lot of like DNAs and like scent profiles that I just don't wear, because they just don't really like resonate with me. Like I don't identify with them. Kind of like with like blue fragrances. Like I like blue fragrances, but like when I think of blue fragrances, I think of like somebody who's like sporty, and they're going to the gym, and they are just fresh out of the shower, and they like don't care a lot about this or that. That's just kind of like what I associate blue fragrances with. Like I'm thinking of like more like Nautica Voyage and shit like that. Like it's just something they just sprayed on right out of the gym. Like I almost think of like locker room, like high school, like locker room kind of things. And I just like don't want to smell like that. So I don't really wear blue fragrances all the time for that reason. But if I'm doing something where like I want to be energized and like it's early in the morning, I will put like a blue fragrance on, because it makes me feel kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like I want to get something done. I want to feel kind of energetic and sporty-ish. Or if I go to the gym, I'll wear like obviously a blue fragrance. But yeah, I think there's different fragrances for each personality type, you know, like you can be a certain person and it just wouldn't make any sense for you to be wearing this, you know. Like, it wouldn't make any sense for you to be wearing, like, you can obviously wear whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good, but I think there's some people out there that they just feel like it's almost like not appropriate to wear this or that for this occasion or that, you know. But yeah, I think like every personality type has like a fragrance or certain fragrances that would make more sense for them, you know. Like if you're like a darker, like more mysterious type of person, you would like want to wear like something darker, oriental, kind of like Tom Ford, something Tom Ford related. Like I just kind of, that's what my mind goes to, but like that's like kind of classy also. Just each brand almost kind of just like has like its own like group of people that are wearing this. But also I will say too, like in not even fragrance terms, but like if you don't smell good, like, okay, well I'll start by saying like if you make an effort, this kind of ties into like one of the videos I made in the past, but if you like wear a fragrance, you're basically telling people that you care about your appearance and your image and your identity, and you're kind of like wanting people to appreciate your efforts almost. Not everyone obviously, but like some people just wear it because they want to, but there's people out there that want to be noticed and want to be recognized as somebody who takes care of themselves, you know. Like I'm one of those people, you know. I like to smell good for myself, but I also like want people to know like, hey, this guy, like, he knows what he likes and he likes to smell good and he likes to take care of himself. But I think also like if you're a person, I'm not like saying anyone in particular, but like if you're a person that wears doesn't wear any fragrance and doesn't even like wash, and you don't even like shower, and your hair is like greasy, and you obviously have like a body odor, like there's people you can just visualize in your head already that like you walk past them and they just immediately smell like BO. I think that subconsciously is basically telling everyone, and also kind of like just basically saying that they don't respect you enough, or they don't respect you, they don't respect themselves, and they don't give a shit what they smell like because they have something in their life that is more important than showering or taking care of themselves. Like there's something that is so much more important, whether they're just extremely lazy and they just don't care what they smell like. Like their life is so simple, and like whatever they do in their life is more important than just basic hygiene. And I know that's not like a common thing, like that's more like a teenager thing and just nerdy people in general, but like I don't know, everyone's different. But these are just like some thoughts I was having today. But it's just funny, like they have like these fragrances for like air fresheners, like you spray after you leave the bathroom, you know, without being too vulgar, even though. But like why do we care about what that smells like? You know, like we don't really. It's just to cover up the smell of shit, basically. But we do care about what we spray on ourselves because it lasts a long time, you know. But anyway, it's just kind of funny, the things that we do care about smelling good for this or that reason, you know. It's just. But then you might get to a point in your life where you're just like, I don't give a shit about anything. I'm already happy with my life. You know, like everything in my life is perfect already. So I kind of can just like stop wearing this shit, you know? Or like maybe you need to sell all your fragrances to pay for something that's almost even more important than smelling good. So it's just a priority thing, I think, as well. But yeah, that was just like some random thoughts. I know this is like kind of like a pointless video, but like these are just like some thoughts that I kind of wanted to get out of my head. And I'm about to leave here soon. I'm gonna go catch a movie at the cinema. They're streaming Labyrinth for its 40th anniversary, so I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I look forward to talking to you. Au revoir.